Hello everybody, it is Mike. I'm doing my fourth and final Blu-ray Horror Pack review. The movie I'm going to review today is Cabin Fever Patient Zero, and it says down there, The Birth of Fear. So I'm assuming that this is where all the cabin fevers come from. This did come with both a Blu-ray and a DVD, so that was nice. As did Don't Knock Twice. So yeah, Horror Pack did okay with the DVDs. This movie was released in 2014. It runs about an hour and 31 minutes. It is directed by, I don't know how you say it, K-A-A-R-E. So is that Carey? I don't know. But yeah, that person Andrews. So that's who directed it. Carey Andrews. I don't know. And really the only person that stars that I knew was Sean Astin. He's kind of the focal character throughout the movie. He's being held captive by these scientists who is trying to figure out, I mean, we really don't know what's going on with him other than he has something to do with the virus. So we had this group of guys and one girl going off to have a little bachelor party on an island. There's brothers and then a friend and then the girlfriend of one of the brothers. The other brother is the one that's getting married. So what happens, they're on the island, and then we flash back to this lab where Sean Astin is being held. There's all these people, all these workers at this lab trying to figure out what this virus is. And then there's like other sick people that have the virus that are like dying. And there's a breach because one of the people throw up all over one of the sick people, throw up blood all over one of the workers, some of the workers. So everybody, for the most part, is evacuated from that lab into some kind of secure area. But there is still a small amount of staff there, and one female doctor in particular is there that communicates a lot with Sean Astin. And Sean Astin just wants to know if his wife is alive, how she is, where she is. Same with his son. So then we flash back to the three guys and a girl who are camping for a bachelor party. Not really sure why you would go to a desolate island for a bachelor party, but who am I to judge? But the boyfriend and the girlfriend go scuba diving, and they notice that there's nothing in the water but dead fish, and lots of skeleton parts, and maybe even some people's skeleton parts. So they get out of the water. She is completely freaked out, and then she starts showing signs of having something wrong with her. And she quickly falls to the virus as far as getting all the gross flesh-eating stuff that's going on. And then the boyfriend also starts to show signs. The other two guys go to get help. They find this lab. They break in, and they find a bunch of dead people. Or zombie-like people, people who are about dead with this flesh-eating virus, and one of them fall into this pool of dead people and water. So, you know, he's going to get it. But the one brother who's getting married fights his way through. They find this one nurse and another nurse who got spit up on, and she's like all deteriorated, and she and the guy who's getting married, his brother, who is looking really bad at this point, and the go to find his girlfriend and the other guy, the other friend, to get them on a boat because they know that there's a place where they can get some kind of, I don't know, serum or something to help them. So you have the one nurse, I wish I knew what her name was, but I don't, and the brother getting married with Sean Astin, and they finally let Sean Astin out of his locked cage, and they go and they turn on a self-destruct mechanism basically to blow the place up because all the people are dead from this virus and they don't want anybody else to get it. Then you have the other group who go, and there's a main male doctor who kind of started it all. He's with that group, and he ends up shooting and killing one of the guys, and then the nurse, who's kind of all deteriorating, kills the sick brother, and then that nurse and the girlfriend have a zombie fight, chick fight, where they're pulling off pieces of each other, and yeah, and then finally the groom and the nurse, who's still fine, and then the doctor are all in the same place, and they realize that the doctor's out to get them, and out of nowhere, before he can kill those two, Sean Astin kills the doctor. So they end up on a boat. Sean Astin, the two survivors. Sean Astin says, "Hey, I got to go upstairs and talk to the captain to see when we're going to get there." You hear some gunshots, and then all of a sudden you realize that Sean Astin was part of the problem. He killed everybody in the boat, took the dinghy, took off, and he infected the last two characters. So yeah, that was this movie. This movie was good, fast-paced. If you like the kind of fleshy gore like from the first one, you'll like this movie. I like this movie better than I liked the second one. The second one was okay. Yeah, good movie. So if you are interested in purchasing this for yourself, I'm putting the prices of it online in the description below. So of the 4 Blu-rays that we got from Horror Pack in April that I reviewed, we have Rottentail, which, as far as I'm concerned, lived up to the title. It is a rotten tale. Way of the Wicked, Christian Slater. Don't Knock Twice. And then Cabin Fever Patient Zero. I can't believe that I'm going to do this, but I'm actually going to put this one first. It was actually the closest to horror, that the type of horror I enjoy. It's not normally a movie I would get. I mean, I don't even have the original in my collection because I saw it once and that was enough for me. Even though it has that cute little lad girl in it. I love her, Cheryl Ladd's daughter. And then that pretty dark-haired girl who was in a movie called It Waits, which I love, and I'm going to review that one day. Number 2 for me would be Don't Knock Twice, because this was also pretty close to a horror movie. If you want to see a lot of blood and gore, you're not going to see it in this. And actually, I don't even think you see an on-screen death. I think everything kind of happens off-screen of the couple deaths. And then I will put Way of the Wicked 3rd, and then Rottentail 4th, and that's just because this isn't my kind of movie. But, it's an exclusive, so I'm going to keep it. So that's it, guys. That is my April Horror Pack Blu-ray review for this month, and we'll see what May brings. Thanks, everybody. Talk to you later. Bye.